Born on March 29, 1960 in Chitose, Hokkaido, Hiromi Tsuru was a voice actress who from the 1980s voiced dozens of characters for over 3 decades. She, of course, is most known for playing one of the longest-running characters in Dragon Ball. Hiromi grew up in Yokohama and joined the Himawari theater group at a young age. She did various roles as a child actress from 1968 till 1973. While a junior in high school, she got her first voice acting job in the World Masterpiece Theater series The Story of Perrin, playing the titular character, which she would play for 53 episodes. 2 years later, she would begin her career as a voice actress, starting with the series Ohio Spank for 50 episodes. For the next 5 years, she had a remarkable successful career, appearing in multiple projects. But in 1986, she would land a role that would change her life forever. She was cast as Bulma in the series Dragon Ball, a role she would play for over 30 years. During a 2004 interview, she was asked what her first impressions of Bulma were, to which she answered, "No matter who looks at her, they can tell she's strong-willed and has a big ego." She goes on to say that she hadn't done many energetic roles like this one before, so it was something she really wanted to do when she was offered the role. She goes on to say that as the character got older and became a mother, she became more mellowed out. Though she does go on to say that she never, ever understood what Bulma saw in Vegeta. I just think that's really interesting. So this was all the way in 2004, well after the series had ended. And she just said she never understood why Bulma would fall for someone like Vegeta. She said that she remembers when the voice cast learned this, when it happened in the manga, basically. And that they all were shocked to the point that even Toru Furuya, who voices Yamcha, in the anime, he screamed out "what?" like when they learned the information that's who Bulma was going to end up with. So I just think that's kind of something really interesting. That just a lot of the voice actors were really, I think even fans possibly at the time were thrown off by that. But Bulma's voice actress, she's like, I don't get it. Bulma, like, why would she do that? So I just think that's pretty funny. In the interview, she actually has another moment where she says, although she never got the whole Vegeta Bulma thing, she cried during the broadcast of the episode where Vegeta sacrifices himself against Majin Buu. She said, as soon as he says to Trunks, take care of your mother, she said, she starts crying. And she said, wow, at long last, his feelings finally reached Bulma. She says, no, finally reached my heart. As if the voice actress, in a way, kind of at that moment was like, all right, I kind of get it at this point. So it's just really cool that she's, admitting her first time seeing that episode air and then, air on TV, and then like, wow, she felt it, like Vegeta's change. In addition to Bulma, she also provided the voices for baby Trunks and Brawl. But her success didn't stop with Dragon Ball. She continued to appear in various other projects, most notably Ukyo in Rama 1/2, as well as Dokin-chan in Anpan-Man. I don't know how many people overseas know what Anpan-Man is, but it is a hugely popular series for little children, and she played a major role in the series. She also provided the role for, I'm sorry I don't know how to pronounce this, Shakiyaku in One Piece. I don't really know One Piece very well. Throughout the 1990s, she then began getting into narration work, mostly for variety programs as well as news programs, something she would continue to do for the next 2 decades.
数々のキャラクターを演じてきた声優の鶴ひろみさんが亡くなりました。57歳でした。
On November 16th, 2017, Hiromi was found unconscious in her car, having pulled over with the hazard lights on. She was taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead, having died from aortic dissection. She was only 57 years old. A memorial service was held with a few hundred in attendance. Most notably were Masako Nozawa, Mayumi Tanaka, Ryusei Nakao, Ryo Horikawa, Toru Furuya, Koichi Yamadera, and Naoko Watanabe. Masako Nozawa gave a heartwarming speech where she said, "The 7 Dragon Balls are here and are said to be able to do anything. But this time they're useless. I'm sorry. I still don't know what happened, and I wish I could have asked what was wrong. But it seems Hiromi, without bothering anyone, has gone on to a world where we cannot follow. But there are many friends there, and I don't want to say this, but Hiromi, please watch over our world. Goodbye." Her final appearance as Bulma would be in Dragon Ball Super's 96th episode, with only one line, "We're counting on you, everyone." She wouldn't appear in the final arc of Dragon Ball Super. However, in 2018, it was announced that Dragon Ball Super would continue with another film, Broly, and that Bulma would appear in it. Therefore, she needed to be recast. Aya Hisakawa would be her successor, and she has proven to do a pretty wonderful job. Though, much like Masako Nozawa with Goku, Hiromi's voice was synonymous with Bulma, and it's a voice that will never be replaced.
スコア役の鶴ひろみ30でございます。
名前は？あら、悟空。孫悟空だ。お前は？私？あ？ブルマ。ブルマ？変な名前。だから言いたくなかったのよ。ブルマ。
頼んだわよ。